SAFC Fan TV, I'm Shaun Middleton outside the Steam Light with today's game, Sunderland versus Bristol Rovers, and it's very, very bad conditions. The wind is absolutely blowing a gale and it's freezing cold, but Sunderland, thankfully, in the 80th minute, are winning the game 3-0 against Bristol Rovers. So now I'll be getting the fans' reactions as they leave the stadium. Could you please like, share, comment, and most of all, could you subscribe to our channel, and it's free. So please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for your time. I'm with Liam there. Obviously, Suns win the game 3-0. Tremendous third goal by, well, tremendous. It was a bit of a deflection, like, but 3-0 after a push straight in the first half. What do you think of the game, mate?
As you said, first half was very frustrating. I think the ref had a big part to play on that, to be fair. Some of the decisions didn't go our way. But second half, really good performance. Obviously, I think the red card helped massively as well. With 3 good goals and hopefully continue to get the win.
Looking at the results, like, I think possibly getting beat at Fleetwood, and our company were winning, but obviously after the results today, we're only 3 points off the top now. It's looking pretty good now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking really good, mate. As you said, 3 points off the top. Coventry next week. I think if we beat them, it's going to be a massive help for us towards the end of the season as well. But yeah, hopefully we'll push on and get the top 2.
Obviously Fleetwood on Tuesday night, and Joey Barton absolutely loves our football club, so that should be interesting on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I think he'll get more sick than people watching the game, to be fair, but yeah, Tuesday, I think that's another big game. Win that, if we beat Coventry or even get a point, you know, got massive chances of going up, as I said.
I mean, Phil Potton's got to take some credit. He stuck with the same side again, and I was a bit like thinking, well, you know, he might have changed somewhere, but he persisted. And I mean, they got to play centre off, and I was thinking, well, will we get our chance somewhere in the game? What would you mean to the centre off as well?
I think that, as you said, that we're stuck with the same team for the last 4 or 5 games now, and myself. The 60th minute, I was calling for a change as well, but he stuck with it. Obviously, he knows more than us, and it's paid off in the end. Yeah.
Charlie, what do you make of Charlie White? Because he's been getting a lot of criticism during the season. I mean, he stuck there. Phil Potton's stuck with he stuck with Charlie White, sorry, and he scored a goal, and he's held up the play for the third goal as well. I mean, he's done well, but do you think he warrants starting every week, or do you think
it is working for us? Obviously, we're picking up points on the board. He's a very strong player, as you can see, and the other players like the likes of Maguire and Gooch run off him, and it creates chances. So he's working. So why change it if it's not working? Are
you confident in the next 2 games? 6 points next 2 games after this game?
I would take at least 4, but yeah.
Company obviously a draw.
Yeah, it's away from home, so a point will be good. But
man the match for you?
I would probably say Willis, to be fair. I think.
Thanks for your time, mate. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. All right, it's SAFC Fan TV. I'm with Paul inside the Steam Light because the wind's absolutely blown a gale.
Right.
So I've pushed me luck with the stewards and I've snaked in.
Snaked in, right, all good.
Obviously 3-0 win.
Yep.
It's up to 4th now, 3 points off the top.
Marvellous.
Things are looking really good now, do you think?
Looking very good. Another good performance, clinical, good finishing. Chris Maguire ran the show again as usual. George Dobson's passing excellent. Just another good professional performance from the lads. Yeah. Ran the game well.
Obviously I'm trying to, well, I'm not going to try and pick the bad points of the game, but obviously he's sticking by the same team all the time, and it was a week from the last game, but a lot of fans are saying you should mix it up, but if your team's winning, then just stick with the same team, yeah?
The formula's there, the team are winning, and they're doing the business, you can't fault them. It's, you know, 3 points again, and they're going the right way. And if, you know, any injuries, the lads will get a chance, but at the minute, that's his formula. He's stuck in his same 11, that's where he's going to go by the looks of it. Not going to change.
I mean, I was on about Gooch. I thought he was very quiet, and then he pops up with a goal. That's why I kept on saying to me, mates, like Gooch and Maguire's got like a little bit of quality in this division where you can just pop up and score the goals. You know what I mean? Out of nothing.
Lyndon Gooch today, I thought he had a very quiet game. He was just about to get took off. Then you're right, he pops up, scores, and that's it. Lafferty's total sit back down. He just that one moment. That's what, you know, he had one touch and he scored.
I mean, after the Portsmouth game, you've got to give the lads credit. We got beat. We were well beat that day. We've come back and we've won the next few games.
Absolutely.
That shows the character of the team now, doesn't it?
Absolutely. The confidence is there, the character is there, and it is looking good. We you can't fault them at the minute. They're playing well, they're doing what needs to be done, and they're up there, they're in the mix. Roll on Tuesday night.
Fleetwood and Coventry. I mean, Fleetwood's going to be a big game in Coventry. I mean, if we can get 6 points out of them 2 games, I think that's going to show that we are the team to beat now, isn't it?
6 points, and that'll convince, I think, a lot of teams around that Sunderland main business this season. 4 will be great, but 6 will be magic.
Need Wembley Hot Leagues this year. Top 2.
No, definitely top 2.
Cheers, pal. Thanks for your time. Thank you. Cheers, pal. Sunderland 3, Bristol Rovers 0 with Dave. Dave, obviously, another clean sheet, another win. big win. Was it expected, do you think?
Yes, without a doubt. And it should have been more if it wasn't for the useless referee. I think we'll all agree on that. So, no, quite pleased with 3-0. Another 3-0 on Tuesday. Be very happy.
So to me, the first half, I think it was just a case of, like, I don't know if they come for the point or they were just like trying to cancel us out, but it was like a drawn-out game. I thought maybe it was a chance at the half-time to make a couple of changes, but Phil Pottinson, once again, he hasn't made any changes and he's come up trumps.
He has. I think these teams now know that we can't handle the physical side, and I think that's what they do. Try to be physical against us, put tackles in, and we don't respond to it, and the referee lets too much go. And once again, if you start booking these players up the first few minutes, it changes the game. But when they get away with it time and time again, they're going to do it till they get yellow carded. And I think that's the big difference. We can't react to it. And give Parkinson his due. I'm just saying that he's never once came out and says, I'm proving the doubt was wrong, which I think 100% of Sunderland supporters were against him getting sacked. Yeah. A couple of months ago, and now our lowest ever. I mean, I've supported these from 1960, 50 odd year, and that was the worst period I've gone through. And now we'll come out after these games. Now we're winning and winning, keeping clean sheets. And like I say, Parkinson, who was due, has never once says I'm proving them wrong. You know, so let's hope it continues. And
it was a bit of a disappointment last week. Obviously, we won the game, but Bailey Wright is being ruled out for the remainder of the season. That was a massive disappointment for me. But obviously, like you say, today we kept a clean sheet and we brought in Tommy Smith. I don't know much about him. I've heard he's hot and cold, but do you know much about Tommy Smith?
No, than Tommy Smith. I know was the centre forward.
2 years ago.
Well, like I was just saying to my son there, I was listening to radio in Newcastle the other night, the phone in, and everybody was going on about Ozturk. Why was he left out to start with? And you go back to last season, first 4 or 5 games of last season, Ozturk was probably our worst player. I was going to put him down as one of the worst Sunderland players ever. And then he's battled through it. We watched him in the cup last season, and he just kept improving. No nonsense. He just does what he has to do. He's come in.
As well as going off the manager's instructions, I mean, I thought he was unlucky when Billy Wright come in. I thought Ozturk was playing really well, and he got dropped. But it shows you that he's come back in the day and he's just done a job. He kept it nice and simple and clean sheet again.
You've got to give Ozturk his credit. He's the one who's been made a scapegoat a few times. He's been dropped when he doesn't deserve to be. He's come back into the team. He's done what he's had to do, and he just gets on with it.
Quickly, mate, man of the match.
Oh, certainly not the referee. I'll go Luke on that.
Right, cheers, mate. Thanks for your time, Harry. Thank you. SAFC Fan TV. Sunderland have just won the game 3-0 at home to Bristol Rovers. I'm with Philip, who's come from Belfast. Dedicated supporter.
6-hour delay. Got here in the 60th minute, so they saved it. They saved it all for me.
Is that when you got in the ground? 60th minute, aye?
Fair play to the taxi driver that got us here in about 20 minutes. Yeah, it was good. I think they're playing really well. Yeah, such a turnaround since Christmas.
What do you think, Philip? What do you think the turnaround is? I mean, I'm not going to go on playing because it's great at the minute. I mean, with 3 points off the top, we're playing great football, keeping clean sheets. It's absolutely fantastic to be a Sun supporter at this moment in time.
Yep. Oh, I've been one since 1966, so I've been here a long time. Yeah.
66, great year for England.
66, I went to Roker Park and I saw South Korea in the World Cup.
Yeah.
So that was fantastic, and I've been here on and off ever since.
Phil Pottinson had his critics a couple of months ago. I mean,
oh yeah, I was one of them.
Uh,
Us
fickle supporters, I mean, me and Deano will agree as well. He wasn't doing great, and it was looking really bad. But then he's rid of the players. He stuck to the system, and now things have changed. Pottinson has got to take some credit for this.
Certainly has, and I think, I was a great supporter of Ed McGee. I couldn't understand why he would want to depart, but fair play. He seems to have got a system. He seems to have got a good group of players, and now with confidence breeds success. So that's where we are, and it's great.
Who was the star performer? Who do you think stood out? I mean, it was,
I thought they were all fairly steady. I like that substitute, dark-coloured fellow with a bubbly.
Oh, Semenyo.
Yeah, I thought he was very good. He's very quick and he knows what to do with his feet.
Yeah.
So there you go, boys.
Right, thanks for your time, mate. Have a safe journey home, okay? Dedicated
tomorrow.
supporter. Dedicated supporter. SAFC Fan TV, I'm outside the Stadium of Light. I'm with Linda. Linda, obviously, Sunderland's just won the game, 3-0. It takes us up to fourth, 3 points off the top. Exciting times for Sunderland Football Club, do you think?
Very exciting times, yes, and hopefully we won't need playoffs this time. We'll go straight up.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So it was a bit flat the first half. Referee again was shocking, but still came through, showed what we can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
I mean, I've said the previous interviews there, Phil Parkinson, at the start when he first came in, he took a lot of flack, but now you've got to see it, he is, you know, he's proven everybody wrong now.
Well, I was one that didn't really want him to come, and I think I'm going to have to eat my words, aren't I?
Humble pie.
Eat humble pie, but I can take that as long as we're up to the next division. That's great. Yeah, great.
I mean, the first half was a bit flat first half, but I think when teams are going to start coming up here now, and they're going to try and play for the point, I think that's maybe what it was, and we just need to...
Well, they were time wasting from the off, weren't they? They were just happy for the point, so... But the referee's got to stop that, haven't they? Yeah. But you see, we came out on the top.
Do you think Chris Maguire done well with the send-off?
I thought he was... Well, I thought it was really a send-off, but I've been told it wasn't. But no, I thought he had a brilliant game, and I think he's been such a better player since McGeady left. Yeah. Dare I say that? Dare I say that?
What do you think now? It's no Wembley Heartache, it's going to be top two all the way. Is that what you're thinking now?
Well, I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yes, yeah, fingers
right, thanks for your time, love. Have a safe journey home, okay? In the freezing conditions as well.
Yeah.
I might start the steam light, and with Andy, a Bristol Rovers fan. Unfortunately for you, he's obviously Suns won 3-0. I thought he's done well the first half.
Yeah.
But I think the second half, I think we just totally took over the game, didn't we?
Yeah, particularly after the sending off. Didn't see much of the sending off, to be honest. It looked like our bloke was fouled, I thought, but then reacted and probably deserved the red. But I thought it was our free kick. But
I haven't really mentioned much about the send off, but what I said, I thought Maguire, who's very, very clever what he did. I think he just got a reaction out your player.
Yeah.
Made him snap when he got sent off.
Yeah, obviously we're a long way from it, right at the back there. But it did look like he reacted, and if he did, obviously, yeah, it's a red card. But I thought the ref probably got it wrong in the first place. I thought it was our foul, potentially a yellow for your guy and a red for ours. But it was hard work after that.
Yeah, Chris Maguire is very clever at doing that, I must admit. I didn't, not that I'd seen that coming, but when they were like niggling against each other, I was like thinking, is a type of Chris Maguire moment where he can get the player sent off, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, unfortunately that was the case, and it was always going to be back to the wall after that. And once the first goal went in, I didn't see any way back.
What's your aspirations for the season, mate? Do you think he's going to finish, well, mid-table? Or?
It's going to be mid-table, isn't it? I think we first half of the season very well, looked like we were going to potentially challenge for the playoffs, but petered out after the manager left. Taken a long time for this manager to get things going, and looking at the gap now between us and the top six and the bottom four, it's going to be mid-table.
Yeah, I think it's I think I looked at it quickly. I think Tranmere and News were about 10. Is it 10 points difference?
I think between us and Tranmere, I think it might be 16.
Oh, right.
I don't think there's any danger of going down.
No.
I've seen Tranmere twice this season, and they look a very poor side. And what we bought and having a point deduction and Southend struggling. I think, thankfully, we'll be safe enough, but mid-table would be a reasonable finish.
Haven't seen Sunderland today. I mean, do you think they can finish in the top two, or do you think it's the playoffs?
I think the top two's up for grabs. Yeah, I mean, it is going to be tight, and it could be any one of about 6 sides, and I wouldn't like to put money on any of them, to be perfectly honest. But Sunderland have probably got as good a chance as any. I think Sunderland, Rotherham, Coventry are a good side, Peterborough, Portsmouth, any one of those could easily finish top 2, so it's going to be close.
Right, thanks for taking your time, mate.
Okay.
Have a safe journey home.
Yeah, we'll do.
Safe journey, okay? Cheers, pal. Thank you. SAFC Fan TV, I'm outside the Steamer Light. It's a very bitter, cold evening. On your side, Sunderland have won the game. Thankfully 3-0, kept another clean sheet. Dave the Rave, the North East legend.
I said they're going for 3-0 today, and my score was right and that. And I like that new player we signed, Tommy Smith, and now one and that with Charlie White scored, Lynn Goose, and Low one scored really good. First half we switched off. The second half we were really good in the second half.
What do you think the difference was, Dave, from the first half and the second half?
The second half was better than the first half. Was really good in the second half. We played better than the second half. We want to keep on winning though, with a chance of getting promotion. And Coventry won it there, and Portsmouth got beat, and all Wigan won, and all the ones so went the one way. Well,
that was good. And I always like to see Portsmouth get mixed. For me, that was that Portsmouth with the team I was worried about. But I think Coventry next Sunday, but we've got Fleetwood Tuesday at night. Joey Barton, the pantomime villain. What do you think of him?
Joey Barton's a cunt. I hate him. He hate Joey Barton's. He hate them. Yes. Hero, Raven hero. And God bless. And I hope we keep it up and keep the good work up and that. So like keep up the good work, Sunderland.
So great win at Dave, and then Tuesday at Fleetwood, and then Coventry on Sunday. What do you reckon?
I think I'm going for 2-0 against Fleetwood on Tuesday night, and the Coventry will be a hard game. I'm going for 2-1 for Sunderland down Coventry.
Right. Thanks for your time, Dave. Have a safe journey home, okay?